connect here with our other platforms. Alright. So at this point, we're sitting, grounding. We are just connecting with the sounds around us. There's nowhere to go, nothing to do, just being in the space and time. Wash over us and guide us into this sort of state of equanimity. It's a very grounded and peaceful state of being. And so we call in all of our outward energies. In terms of our thoughts, where are our thoughts? How many different areas of thought are we spreading our energies out to? And though we have an infinite capacity of mind and mental ability, sometimes it's just a bit much. And we feel like we are spread too thin, we can't focus. So slowly but surely, we just cut those ties. Anchor it to your breath. So with every idea, every visual, every thought that comes to mind, you gather it in on an inhale to one central point, and then you exhale, breathe out, and you drop into your body. And we just repeat that a few times over and over and over again with each individual thought about the past, about the future, about the known and the unknown, any plans, any desires, any worries, any fears. We just gather it in on an inhale. Then we trust and believe that everything is okay in this moment in time, and on the exhale, we let the material thing out, the worry, the fear, the happy, or the longing for something, and then we just, our pure life force energy, our presence just drops back down into the body. And the idea is that that pure life force energy, untouched, unconditioned, it drops into the body, into the cells, into the skin, into the muscles, into the systems, and just kind of like pushes a release button that allows the tension to just be free. So if you can imagine that, let's say you have this nice tight fist right here, and once that pure life force energy just drops in and hits this fist, it just releases the tension in the hand and just open up and relax. But part of the miracle is that we choose consciously to say, okay, I'm just going to let go of that thing that I'm holding on to that's causing me to grip mentally, emotionally, physically. Whatever it is, just for the next 60 minutes, we allow it to just be what it is. We are in full acceptance of life as it is. We are in full acceptance of our mind, our body, everything. And just let the breath, that life force energy flow. Time the bell rings, let it disrupt any thought that may be trying to pull you into the future or back into the past. And you just, with an inhale, gather whatever it is, compassionately gather it to a centering point. Release out that material thing, allow it to just float off, and then you can drop down into your body, into this present state of being. We know that if we are watching this video, following along, if we are on our yoga mat, then we are relatively safe. We are relatively secure, relatively okay. Things may not be perfect. But they are situated as such that we have the ability to be right here in this space and time right now. This breath, this inhale, and this exhale. And over and over and over again, we continue to revisit this inhale and this exhale as the truth of reality, the fact of life. The past is a different kind of fact. The future is a whole bunch of possibilities. So see if we can just be here now. Let's inhale our arms out to the sides. Palms facing away, shoulders are relaxed, symbolizing our willingness to let go, to release, to be free, to have or to make space, to receive the lessons, the blessings, the grace that life has to offer with each inhale and each exhale, with each choice to release, to unclench. Take a big breath in. Exhale with gratitude. Just wrap your arms around toward your shoulders and your shoulder blades, your back, however far you can walk the fingers. And then as you exhale, just rounding your back, gripping the fingers slightly to sort of peel the shoulder blades apart, opening the back up. As you press back, sort of rounding the back gently, just give yourself a big hug. Maybe about 3 big deep inhales and exhales. And begin to let the river of gratitude flow. Grateful for the body that we have. We can name the body parts, right? The feet, the toes, the heels, the sole of the feet, the calf muscles, the shins, the knees, thighs, hamstrings, legs, glutes, pelvic bowl, the belly, the back, the spine, the lower, mid, upper back area, the shoulders, the arms. Just thank you, thank you, thank you. Grateful for our body in this moment in time as it is. No conditions, no desires, nothing, just full acceptance and gratitude for our neck, our arms, our hands, our fingers, elbows, eyes, nose, mouth, teeth, hair, skin, skin tone, complexion, skin texture, moles, bumps, pimples, scars, all of it as it is in this moment in time. We accept it all. Internally, our mental, our spiritual, our emotional body, our organs, our systems, we accept it all. Our good health and our illness, whatever is working right, whatever is not working so right, we accept it as it is in time. We own it, we accept it as ours. Our journey, our life experience. Inhale, the arms out to the side, lift the heart, slight arc in the back. And then straighten the spine, relax the shoulders. We'll do that again. Inhale. And this time let's cross the opposite arms. Breathe out. Grab the shoulders, walk the fingers back. Slightly rounding in the back as much as feels right to you. I know it feels real good to me sometimes to just spread the shoulders in the back part and round. And then just let the river of gratitude flow from head to toe, arms, legs, skin, everything, every single part of the body, known and unknown. We accept it as it is in time, as it is in this space and time, this breath. No conditions, no qualifications, no desire for change or less or more. We just get a little bit of freedom from that. More really deep, slow inhales and exhales. Make it really, really count. Make it really good. No rush. Imagine filling up every cell in your body when you inhale. You open them up, and the life force energy of the universe, of God, as of our creator, of life all around us, just rushes into each individual cell. So don't shortchange any cell on an inhale. Let every single cell get 110% filled. Pushing out as we exhale any negative energy, anything that we no longer need. No more holding on. And in this moment, we can have a change of heart, we can have a change of mind, we could have a change of career, we could have a change of relationship, we could have a change of eating habit, of lifestyle, of mental habit, of habit of speech. Every time we inhale and draw in that life force energy, every time we exhale, we release out. Let's inhale the arms apart. Stretch the fingers, stretch the arms, turn the palms up, and then lift the arms, seal the palms in, seal all that energy in. And then we're going to slowly, this time, we're going to bend the elbows and bring the base of the palms to the crown of the head, right at our crown chakra. Just take a few moments to breathe here. Breath in, easy breath out. Inhale. Exhale, bring the thumbs right between the eyebrows, the third eye point. And as you breathe, imagine just walking from right at the eyebrow point, walking in toward the center of your brain or your mind, your head, to the center point. And let the energy and the breath resonate and expand from there, vibrate from that point. Deep breath in. As you exhale, bring the thumbs in front of the mouth, representing the speech, the throat chakra, where we speak our truth. We speak the truth of reality, but we speak compassion, we speak love, we speak into ourselves, we speak into the lives of those around us, we speak into the plants, we speak into life all around us. So we're mindful of our thoughts, we're mindful of our speech in the way that they affect, shape, change us, as well as those around us. Deep breath in, easy breath out, bring the prayer to the heart. Our true heart center, that source of infinite peace and unconditional love. That allows us to think, live, speak with loving kindness, with compassion, gratitude for ourselves as well as for everything around us. And then just let the thumbs come down slightly lower to the solar plexus. Breathe in and out. Next exhale, we'll bring the palms down. We'll open the hands, left hand underneath the right, cupping our hands and landing at first the sacral chakra, right below the navel, pelvic bowl region. And then we'll begin to breathe into the Muladhara chakra, or the root chakra, and just begin to imagine these 7 energy centers in the body, from the base of the tailbone up to the crown of the head. See if you can see just a small little glow at each point. And when those lights are dim or out, there is a blockage or an imbalance that affects our system, that affects our ability to be, affects our ability to focus, affects our ability to make decisions. It affects our ability to be human. It affects our ability to radiate or to it affects our prayers, it affects our intentions, our ability to manifest. And either one of these 7 energy centers are blocked, or their light isn't allowed to shine. So try your best to imagine again those 7 energy centers. Let those lights shine brightly, uninhibited by any choice or any thought that we may be holding on to. See the light shining at the base of the spine, the root chakra. See the light shining right within the pelvic bowl region below the navel at the sacral chakra. See the light shining above the navel, below the heart, right at the solar plexus. See See the light shining at the heart center, the sternum. See the light shining at the throat chakra, the neck and mouth region area. See the light shining right in between the eyebrows. And see the light shining above the head, the crown of the head, right at the center point. We stay grounded here on earth. Our prayers, our intentions, our wishes, our faith, anchored in the universe all around us, that galactic energy. Softening the face, softening the shoulders, softening the spine. Those 7 energy centers illuminated brightly, sending its pure light into our nervous system, into our respiratory system, our immune system, into our digestive system, into our reproductive system, shining light into all systems known and unknown to man, to science. Last few moments, see if we can find just absolute, as close to absolute stillness as possible. Soft breath, sink into the quiet that is in your space. See if you can sink deeper into that quiet abyss. Just a brief reading before we start moving to really keep our minds focused. And just let this sink into this meditative state. It says, as a blazing fire turns firewood to ashes, as a blazing fire turns firewood to ashes, O Arjuna, does the fire of knowledge burn to ashes all reactions to material activity? So this reading is coming from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4 on transcendental knowledge, verse 37. And we take this text and we apply it across the board, no matter what our preference, our spiritual preferences. We see how this basic principle applies. As a blazing fire turns firewood to ashes, the fire of knowledge burns to ashes all reactions to material activities. And those material activities are defined as as situations and circumstances in life, emotions, etc. The reactions that are burned to ashes are defined as reaction in the making. Right? So reactions in the making means something that could potentially happen or may be happening in a moment in time. Reactions that are fructifying, and I looked up fructifying, and that was like a good reaction. So we do something good, we're proud of it, we're happy, and we are happy and reacting to the fruit of that situation. And reactions already achieved. So achieved is past tense. So reactions from the past, that could be traumas, that could be old ways of thinking, that could be triggers, it could be anything that has already happened that we continuously react to. And reaction a priori. A priori is just another way of like saying something that has been studied, researched, and is a fact. And so there's a reaction to that also. And the knowledge of our constitutional position as humans, as spirit, in relationship to our higher selves, to our super self, or to our creator, or to whatever it is that spiritually we believe in, knowledge of that relationship in space and time, knowledge of that relationship burns to ashes all these different reactions. And again, we're not too high, we're not hung up out there too high, but we're not also too low. We get to find that yoga, that union, or that equanimity that brings us back into sort of the present moment in time, that grounds us in a truth of reality that allows us to shift our perspective on things depending on what we need. So let's sit with that for a few minutes, and then we'll stretch our legs out. So let's stretch the legs out in front of us, nice and straight in front of it, long legs. If we were sitting on anything, we would move it out the way. So we're sitting up nice and tall. Hands are by our sides to press into the ground right by our hips to elongate our spine. Reach up through the crown of the head. And we'll just keep that in mind as we're stretching, as we're in these shapes and these poses. Keep that in mind, that just as fire brings wood to ashes, knowledge brings to ashes, burns up any reactions that we may have. And especially those reactions that are holding us back, keep us stuck, that block our energy, that we need to burn up. We remember that truth of reality. If it's fear, if it's anxiety, we remember the breath. The knowledge of our breath grounds us in the present moment. Just like right now, we're on our mat. We're not in the possibility of, how long our quarantine situation is going to last. We're in our breath. We're in this posture, this basic seated posture with our spine tall. We're safe, relatively happy. We're breathing. And then slowly inhale the arms out and all the way up. And let's fold forward over the lap. Breathe out. Reach the arms forward, and then let the hands land on the earth. Wherever they land is okay. We're going to press into the hands to lift and straighten the spine. Reach the heart forward toward the feet. Toes are slightly reaching back toward the face. Press into the arms, straighten the arms to straighten the spine. And then exhale, bend the elbows, fold forward and down. Inhale, shine the heart forward, straighten the arms. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, press into the hands, straighten the arms, shine the heart forward. You really want to create this leverage that the pressure in the palm meets and balances with the pressure in the shoulders, and it straightens the spine without cranking the head back. And then bend the elbows, fold forward and down, nice and easy. Inhale, press the knees into the mat, toes up and back, straight arms. Exhale, bend the elbows, fold forward and down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This time we're going to hold. You can grab onto your shin, you can grab onto your ankles, you can hold on to the edges of the feet. You can take the peace fingers and grab the big toes and fold over the lat. And make it nice and easy, right? No need to stretch to the point where you begin to sweat or shake, because we want to hold the pose. We want to signal to the body that it's okay to open up, to lengthen, to release energy out, so the body doesn't have to tense up and be contracted so much. So wherever you are, let's breathe. Maybe about 5 more deep, slow breath cycles. Try not to go any deeper unnecessarily. Now stand close to the edge. Maybe even a couple of feet back from the edge so that we can stay in the pose a little bit longer. And experience the elongation and the stretch without pain or without shaking or without sweating. I want to make it real easy but deep and effective. We're not forcing the body. We're working with the body. Let us slowly release. Come up. Take your hands back behind you. Fingers are pointing in toward the glutes or away, depending on which one feels better to you. Walk the feet in. Feet are planted on the mat. Hands are about an inch or so away from the body. I like to think of my fingers. My middle fingers are in line with my heels. So if I look at my middle fingers, they're in line with my heels and my feet. And I'm going to inhale, lift and press up. Lift the navel and the hips toward the ceiling. Only go as high as you can go. It doesn't have to be a perfect 90 degrees square all around. And then lower back down, because we're going to come back to it a few times. Okay? Straighten the legs, stretch the legs out. Inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Take a few breaths. Speak to your body, right? Listen and see how your body's feeling. How much does it want to stretch some more right now? Does it want to go a little bit further, or is it still, when you go further, do you start to shake? Do you feel the tension? like a tight cord in the hamstrings. Okay, back off if you feel that. Just back off a little bit. Stay so that we can stay there a little bit longer. Slowly release. Then you take the arms up and then just float the hands back down behind you. Get a little stretch in the wrists and the forearms before we go up, right? Lift the heart. Walk the feet in. Find your alignment, your position. And then inhale the hips forward and up. Breathe in and out. Hold here for about 3 breaths. Take your awareness into your wrists, into your shoulders, into your forearms, and just communicate with your body. What feels right, what doesn't feel right, what feels strong and sturdy, what feels a little like the integrity of it is a little shaky, right? Breathe into those areas, make whatever adjustments you need to make. And then exhale, slowly lower down. Press into the hands until the hips and the glutes come down. Straighten the legs out. Inhale, arms out and all the way up. Breathe in. Exhale, fold forward, hinging from the hips. Find your depth in the pose. Walk toward that edge, but don't go past the edge. Just go up to the edge and look at the edge. Inhale, halfway lift, right, straighten the spine. Reach up to the crown of the head. Bring the chin back a little bit. We're just doing a full halfway lift here, as if we were doing a standing pose, but we're just doing it seated. Elongating the spine, spill the belly forward, and then draw the navel in and fold forward. Slowly bring the hands back, straighten the spine. Breathe the arms out and all the way up. Exhale, arms out, down and back behind you. Find a position for the hand. Bring the feet in and the knees firmly rooted in the feet. You feel balanced and stable before you shift. Make sure everything feels right. Communicate with your body. And then inhale, press into the hands, strong straight arms, lift the hips up, press into the feet now. Balance the weight between the heels, the feet, the palms of the hands, the fingers. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Breathe in and out, maybe rock back and forth a little bit. Play with the balance a little bit. This is your way of communicating with your body. Maybe you let the head drop back. Press into your fingers, knuckles. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Deep breath in. Exhale, slowly release it down. One more time. Straighten the legs. Inhale your arms out and all the way up. Feel the tingling sensations. I know I do. Breathe up. Exhale, fold forward and down, hinging from the hips, leaning and reaching forward. Breathe out. Find the depth that works for you. Inhale, shine your heart forward, straighten the spine without cranking the head back, so keep the spine in line. All you're doing is you're lifting up kind of out to the back of the head. Exhale, fold forward and down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, shine the heart forward, press up. Or inhale up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Again, inhale, shine your heart forward toward your feet. Flex the toes back. Square the shoulders. Spine is long, the neck is in line, straight. Exhale, fold forward and down. And if you forget, just remind yourself, listen to my body. Listen to my hamstrings. Listen to my shoulders coming all the way up. Arms go out and up. Exhale, listening to my spine, my shoulder blades. Fingers planted, hands planted firmly. Squeeze the shoulder blades in, stretch, listen to the wrist. Walk the feet in, find the position for the feet. Maybe you take the feet a little bit wider this time. Squeeze your shoulder blades in gently. You're listening to the forearm, listen to the shoulders, listen to the wrists. Inhale, press the navel forward and up. Breathe in. Maybe let the head hang back. For those of you who want to take it a little bit further, you can straighten one leg at a time. Press up. Point through the left toes first maybe. And then stay there for as long as you need to. And then straighten the right leg. Press through the toes. Press up. Breathe. And then if you want to take both feet forward, take both feet forward, anchor in on the heels, press the toes forward as you lift the hips toward the sky. Breathe in. Breathe and listen to the body. The more you start to shake, the more it's probably time to come down. As you exhale, slowly lower down. Separate the heels out to the edges of your mat. Take the body all the way down to Shavasana. Turn the palms up. We're not at the end of the practice, but we're just have this experience with this tingling sensation that you're going to feel. Listen to where you feel it at. Breathe back into it in response. So listen. Where do you feel sensation? Your response to that sensation is gratitude and love. Let that flow on your inhales and exhales. Hug the knees in here. Knees, ankles together, nice and easy. Rock from side to side. And then take some circles in whichever direction you choose. Maybe you use the hands to help you guide the knees, big circles. Or you can take the arms out to the side if you want a little bit more of a challenge for your core. And just rotate from the hips, let the knees go as wide as you like. Nice big circles, pressing into the hands for balance if you took the arms out to the sides. If you got the hands on the knees, you're using your hands and the length of your arms as guides for how big your circle or how small your circle is going to be. And then let's slowly come to stillness and reverse. Go in the opposite direction. Nice and easy, rolling around the tailbone on the side of the body, over to the left side or the opposite side, rolling around. Breathing and listening. If you took the arms out and you want to take bigger circles, press the arms in. Send the knees around. You're drawing circles with the knees. And then we'll come to stillness at center. Take a deep breath in. Let the belly sink in as you breathe in. Bring the knees close to the chest. Exhale. Send the feet straight forward but off the ground. Keep the heels off the ground. Point to the toes. Breathe all the way out. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Hug the knees in. We switched up the breathing. Inhale. Pull the feet away. Straight forward. Exhale. The knees and the feet are making one straight line. Press the breath out as you bring the knees close. Inhale, feet go straight forward. Straighten the legs. Breathe all the way out. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, draw the knees in on that same line. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hug the knees in. Let's hold on to the legs. With the left hand, take the right hand out to the side in a T, palm down, and then slowly escort the knees over to the left. Rolling over, take the right hand to the outside of the left hand to the outside of the right thigh, and then begin to just roll this right shoulder open. Look up toward the ceiling. Relax this right shoulder as much as you can. If the right knee needs to come up off the ground, then allow it so that the shoulders can be squared to the ceiling. And just let the right leg hang heavy. Or maybe you get a pillow, or you can have something in between the knees. Keep the head and the chin to the ceiling and just breathe here for a few moments. And then when you're ready, you may begin to look over toward the right hand. Maybe just rotate the chin left and right from shoulder to shoulder just to kind of feel it out. And then find a resting position for your head for the remainder of the time that we're in the shape here. And if we're to use the pose, or we use the knowledge of our bodies as a fire, right? That's the fire that we use to burn the pain or the tightness or the soreness that is the reaction of our bodies. The breath is the fire, the knowledge of the breath, the knowledge of yoga, the knowledge of these shapes and how they cleanse our organs by twisting and expanding and contracting. That knowledge is the fire that burns up the reaction of tightness, of soreness, of dis-ease, of weakness in the sense of not having strong muscles or bones, or having ability to concentrate, like distraction and constant just flowing and changing of the mind that can be considered reactions. And the knowledge of meditation, the knowledge of focusing on the breath, it burns up that reaction. It brings us back into our relationship with ourselves. So take the left hand, both hands out to the side, palms down. Inhale, come back to center. Hands to the knees. Take some circles with the knees again. Or hands can be out to the side. You can take small or big circles. Go in both directions at your own pace, but moving with your breath. Inhaling out and straightening the legs. Exhaling, rounding up. Inhaling down and around, and exhaling up and around. Just go in both directions a couple times. And then we'll hug the knees in when you're ready. Let the left hand float out to the side, and then float, escort the knees down to the right. And begin to adjust your alignment. Right hand to the outside of the left thigh to engage the twist. Now listen, let the left leg come up if you need to. And then just let the weight of the right hand weigh down the leg, but the left shoulder is relaxed on the mat. Your shoulders are square to the edges of your mat. Your heart is reaching up toward the ceiling. Left arm just floats out. It may be hanging up a little bit off the ground. All you gotta do is let that left leg up a little bit, let the left shoulder come down, and then you use the knowledge of the weight of your hand to, again, increase the stretch, to burn up that tightness, create the space. We're also twisting the organs, so in a sense we are wringing out the organs and clearing it and cleansing it of impurities. Again, we're using the knowledge of our breath, of focusing and meditation to draw the mind back in if it tries to wander out, and creates the distractions and the analysis, the judgment. These things create or manifest tension in the body. If I think about something right now that I don't like or that has been bothering me, I am going to almost instantly clench up in my jawbones and my teeth, certain areas of the body where I hold stress and tension at. But because I have the knowledge to draw back my awareness, my attention to my breath, and anchor in to the breath, I can burn up that tightness, that stress, and release it out, and allow it to be released out with the technology of yoga. Again, you can rock the head from side to side. Just have an experience with how rocking the head from side to side affects the shape of the body that you're in right now. The sensation you may feel in the spine, in the neck, in the head, in the eyes. So just slowly, gently rock the head from side to side. Maybe you come all the way over toward the left ear, look toward the left hand. Or you're just moving gently and slowly. Just paying attention, listening to the body, listening to the movements. Feel where the intensity or the pressure increases. Feel where it decreases. Make note of it, come back to it, breathe into it. How fluid is the movement of the head from side to side. See if you can feel this movement, the effects of this movement at the tailbone, down in the base of the spine. And then find stillness with the head. When you're ready, turn the palms down. You'll hug the knees back into center. Center the body, right? And then take some circles with the knees again, both directions, as feels good to you. Go in both directions. round and round, massage the back, breathe into the spine. So inhaling and exhaling, pressing the spine down toward the mat. Go in both directions, slowly and easily. And then when you're ready, we will all meet with our hands out to the side in Shavasana again. Heels out, toes out to the sides, arms out and away from the body. Take about 7 deep breath cycles here while I restart the Instagram feed because it's going to end soon. So everybody on Instagram, if you want to join me back, come on back. I'm just going to restart the feed. There we go. All right, here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for coming back on Instagram. Breathe, breathe, breathe. All right, Karen, Austin, wherever you are, blessings to you. I'm happy that you are here and able to experience it. My Zoomers, everyone. So we've been here now for about an hour, and I understand if you have to go, carry on with the day. If you only had an hour to practice, an hour of yoga and meditation is better than nothing else. If you would like to stay with me, I invite you to stay with me a little bit longer. But I'd just like to acknowledge the time frame for everybody who took the time and committed for that 60 minutes from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. And if you have to go, then I understand. If you're going to continue to go with me, then stay with me. Let's keep moving and stretching. Just breathe here. From here, we're going to just rock over onto our left side. Just come to a nice fetal position on the left side. Rest your head on your left arm. And then we're going to press up and stretch the side of the body. So keep the knees hugged in nice and tight. We're just going to press into the right hand. Bring the left hand underneath. Now square the heart. You're getting a little twist here. Square the heart towards the front or back of your mat, whichever one. Your pinkies are reaching toward the edges of the mat. Your hands are in line, just far enough away from the body so it creates this nice sort of kickstand out of the hands. You're kind of spilling the belly forward a little bit to deepen the twist. And then if you want to look toward the left shoulder, you can look toward the left shoulder, look toward the right shoulder a couple times. Shine the heart away from you, forward, breathe in and out. And then nice and slowly we're going to come to center, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So bring the knees to center, and then lower the knees over to the right. Plant both hands next to the edges of the mat. Shine your heart away from you. Make any adjustments that you need to keep yourself in line. Again, we're twisting to the right gently, keeping the knees and the ankles tight together. Look toward the right shoulder, then look toward the left shoulder. and the right shoulder. And then just look straight forward. Pressing into the hands firmly, lifting up out of the crown of the head, elongating the spine. And then nice and relaxed. Now hopefully now you're facing, if you aren't, then let's just face the front of our mat. Swing the feet out behind us. We'll stretch our legs a little bit. So coming into a tabletop. Press the hips up and back for downward dog. Reach back through the heels. Hands, let's take a wide stance here for our down dog. Breathe out. Walk the hands back a little bit. Walk the feet forward in a little bit so that we can feel what it feels like to really have the hands flat and firm, and then have the heels and then the feet flat on the mat. So walk your legs in a little bit, just enough so that you can feel the entire base of your feet flat on the mat. Press the hands into the mat, spread the fingers nice and wide. We've shortened up our down dog so that we can stretch the hamstring, stretch the calf muscles. And then you're tilting your tailbone up, reaching the heart toward the toes a little bit. Rotating the shoulders subtly, but rotating the shoulders outward so that the heart can reach forward. Press into the thumbs, the index finger a lot. Press into the middle finger, the ring finger, the pinky finger. Lift up and back. Shift some weight into the heels. And now, keeping the heels and the feet where they are, walk the hands forward a couple of inches, just until you feel your heels begin to come up off the mat. And then hold there. Tilt the tailbone up toward the ceiling. And again, rotate the elbows and the shoulders outward, but press back. At the same time that you're rotating the shoulders outward, you're reaching the heart back. Keep the shoulders and the ears in line. And then nice and easy, we'll release this right foot forward next to the right hand. We'll come into a low lunge. When you put your knee down, your left knee down, make sure that left knee is back behind the left hip. So listen to the body, pay attention. You can keep the toe tucked if you're getting a cramp in your foot like I am, or you can untuck your toe. But try not to let the toe do that banana curve, right? If you can help it, try not to let it do that banana curve. So feel the top of your big toe, your middle toe, all the toes pressing down into the mat and reaching straight back. Straighten, keep the ankle in line. Try not to let the ankle bow out to the side. Keep the ankle in line. Hands can be on the right thigh, or you can have your hands on blocks to support you. You can have your hands on the ground. Just breathe in and out. Now you let your hips sink to get this stretch in the right hamstring, the right glutes, as also in the left hip flexor. Breathe in and out. Walk the hands back. Come up. If you feel good, if this feels good, come up. Remember, breathe. We're not letting the belly just sink forward. Draw the navel in to keep the spine nice and tall and creating this nice stretch right here in the body. We'll just move the arms around a little bit here. So you want to just take a nice big circle with this left arm. Reach it up. Turn the palm outward and then begin to reach the left arm back. You may turn a little bit to reach back. Exhale it down. Inhale, reach the left arm forward and up. Exhale, turn the left palm open away from you. Reach the left arm back and down. As little movement in the torso as possible. It's not necessarily possible to open all the way up this wide without turning the torso. You just squeeze that left shoulder blade in, reach it back and down. Alright. Same thing on the right side. Let's take a couple of big circles with the right hand up, turn the palm away, reach it back. Notice if any of your alignment points have fallen out of alignment, come out of the pose. Take a break if you need to. Rotating the right arm if you're still rotating it. Take a break if you need to. Last rotation of the right arm. Reach back, really reach back. Use the left hand, leverage against the right thigh to really reach back. Exhale, lower down. Plant both hands. Straighten the right leg. So press the hips back. Keep the left knee and the left hip in line. Bring the right toes up. If you need to, take the right leg and just move it forward a little bit. But try to find the depth and the stretch of the right hamstring. Walk the hands forward and down. Fold over this right leg gently. Shine the heart forward. Do that same halfway lift again. Straighten the spine. Tilt the chin in a little bit. You're kind of reaching up the back of the head. And then exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, reach the heart forward. Exhale, fold forward and down. One more time, inhale. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, fold forward and down. I didn't mention it here, but for any of my yogis out there who have the full splits or Hanuman Asana in their practice and you want to stretch this left leg back and reach this right leg forward. I don't have the splits in my practice, but if that's something that you have in yours and you want to spend some time in that full splits stretch on this side, then I invite you to do that now for a few breaths. Wherever you are, slowly begin to make your way back into your lunge. Bending the right knee, finding the alignment, press the hips forward, stretch the... Lift the left knee. We're going to step back to our downward dog. So if you were in that Hanuman split, take your time coming out of it. Come out of it very slowly. We'll all meet in a down dog. Again, spread the fingers nice and wide. Reach through the heels. Find your alignment. Spinning the elbows outward. Kind of squeezing the shoulder blades in. Pressing the chest forward subtly. Ears and shoulders are in line. Tailbone is reaching up slightly. Heels reaching toward the mat, but they don't have to reach the mat. You can even have a slight bend in the knees. Let's inhale and exhale. We'll bring the left foot forward to the left hand to find our lunge. So left knee down behind the hip. So as you can see, my left knee is like all the way back there. Find your position for your knee that feels right. It doesn't have to look like mine. And then just begin to make your way into the stretch. Again, try not to let the bowing of the ankle. Turn the ankle, press into all toes. Press all the toes into the mat to try to keep the feet straight. When you're ready, you come up. Press the ground, press the knee away if you can a little bit to feel the stretch. Press the shins into the ground. Try not to press the knee into the ground, but the shin. Pressing into this left heel. We'll start with the left hand this time. So bring the left hand down and we'll just take some few big circles. Inhale, left arm shoots forward and up. Breathe in deeply. Use the right hand for leverage. Turn the left hand away and then we'll reach this left hand back. Twist. We'll move through the twist nice and slowly. Listen as you're breathing and moving. Turn the palm as the left hand comes down by the sides. Inhale, forward and up. Turn the palm away. Exhale, open and back. And down. Inhale, reach the left arm forward and up. Exhale, turn it open and reach it back. And down. Move to the other side. Left hand is on the left knee. Right hand is down below. We're just going to inhale the right arm forward and up, keeping everything in line. And then we'll open up to the right and reach the right arm back. And down, turn the palm toward you, right hand by the right thigh. A couple more times, or as many times as you feel, as feels right for you. Just not too many. Exhale, turn the palm away. Rotate the left arm back, reach it back, opening the shoulder. And then rotate the arm down. One more time together. Inhale up. Exhale, open it back. Reach it back. And down. Plant both hands on the mat. Straighten the left leg. Assist this left leg if you need to by just lifting and shifting the heel forward. As you can see, the right hip and right knee are in line, and I'm just stretching the left hamstring, toes flexed up. Inhale, shine the heart forward, and then exhale, fold forward. For those of you who took the full splits on the other side, if you want to do that at this time, just go ahead and take that full split on this side. Breathe slowly. Move with caution. Breathe, straighten the spine. Exhale, fold over the lap if you're in a half Hanuman split here. Inhale, shine the heart forward. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward and down. Spend a few moments in the stretch here. Listening and paying attention. Increasing the stretch where you feel you need to. Decreasing where you need to, where the body is saying that's too much. The fire of knowledge of self burns up so many different reactions. If our reactions are unconscious or instantaneous, then a responsibility is what knowledge becomes. Knowledge of self, knowledge of yoga, of the breath, knowledge of these shapes and poses. Becomes our responsibility. So wherever you are, if you're in a full split or half split, everybody together, let's begin to make our way out. So half split, just bend to the left knee. Walk the foot back, press into the hand, bring that foot back a little bit. Find stability, firm, flat left foot. Coming out of the splits, everybody, we're going to make our way into down dog. Take the left leg back to meet the right. Walk the feet in a few inches so that, again, your soles of your feet are flat on the mat. Shorten up our down dog. Breathe in and out. Feet are slightly wider than hips distance. Press into the hands and feel yourself kind of rocking back and forth into your hands, in and out of the shoulders. And then once you feel the heels touch, you press into all the fingers, all the hands, align the ears with the shoulders. Look at your toes. If your toes are pointed out, just turn them in. If they're bowing in too much, just turn them straight forward toward the front of the mat, sort of in line with the wrists. Breathe and release some tension. Maybe rock from side to side. And then nice and slowly inhale. Exhale, walk the hands back to the back of the mat. Hang heavy over the thighs here for a moment. Let's take a few nice, deep, slow forward folds. Really focusing on the breath. So as you inhale, bend the knees, then the arms out to the sides and all the way up. Nice big wide arms. Breathe the arms all the way out and up. Exhale, swan dive. Keep the back straight. Draw the navel in as you're breathing out. Slowly come down. Round in the back. Inhale, bend the knees, press into the feet. Come all the way out and up. Grab the left wrist and then stretch over to your right. Breathe out. Inhale all the way up to center. Grab the right wrist. Exhale, breathe over to your left. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, roll all the way up. Come all the way up, breathe in. Grab the left wrist, lean to your right. Inhale, left, grab the right wrist, lean to your left. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold forward and down. Swan dive out. Breathe all the way out. Round over the thighs. Send the arms back behind the heels, behind the calf muscles. When you're ready, inhale. Reverse all the way out and up. Feel the belly grab the right wrist. Lean to your left. Exhale, breathe out. Purifying all the organs on the left side. Inhale, center, grab the left wrist. Exhale, wringing out, squeezing those organs on the right side, expanding and creating space on the left side. Inhale, breathe up, open the arms. Last time, fold forward and down, draw the navel in. Inhale, straighten the arms, straighten the back, bend the knees, press up. Breathe all the way up. Let's stretch to the left side one more time. Wring out the organs on the left side, creating space in the organs on the right side. Inhale, come up to center. Exhale, massaging the organs on the right side, creating space on the left side. Inhale, up to center. Bring the hands together. Exhale, palms straight down the center line, stopping at the crown chakra, right at the center of the head, base of the palms, hover right over the top of the head. Breathe in and out. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, just slide the palms, the thumbs, everything just straight down the center line, the forehead right to the third eye, the thumbs stop right at the third eye point. Breathe in and out. Ignite the energy at the third eye and the crown. See that bright, shining light just illuminating, free from all blockages, free from all obstruction, emotional, mental obstruction. Take a deep breath in. Just let the thumbs just glide down the nose to the mouth, right over the lips, symbolizing the energy at our throat chakra, our speech. Releasing any blockages that deny us the ability to speak freely, to speak truthfully, honestly, lovingly, fearlessly. Inhale, breathing in. Exhale, let the thumbs just glide down the chin, the throat, to the center of the heart center. Breathe in and out. Deep breath in. Let the thumbs begin to slide down a few inches to the solar plexus. Just a little bit. Breathe in and out here. Finding our strength. Finding our balance. Deep breath in. Exhale. Open the palms. Stack the right palm on top of the left palm, letting the palms come to the sacral chakra, right below the navel, the pelvic bowl. Breathe in and out. Deep breath in, easy breath out. And then lowering the hands to the Muladhara chakra, the root chakra, the base of the spine. Arms are fully extended, palms are still stacked in each other, thumbs may be connected. Deep breath in, easy breath out, release the hands by the sides, bring the feet in together. Inhale the arms out and all the way up. Palms together, exhale, hands down to the heart center. Take a deep breath in, easy breath out, symbolizing our willingness to step out of the past, step out of the mess, step out of the blockages, to step to our purpose, step into our newness. Step into love, step into new decisions, step into new relationships, new choices, new lifestyles. If you're at the back of your mat still, just take a deep breath in, and when you're ready, exhale just 1 foot at a time, 1 step at a time, just walking to the front of the mat in gratitude, in peace, in acceptance, to the front of the mat. And then we'll just fold forward and down, have a seat at the front of the mat as we begin to close out our practice today, our virtual classroom. In gratitude, just like we started. Just take the arms out to the side, gather all that energy in. Exhale, give yourself a nice big hug, wrap one arm around the other, whichever one you choose, squeeze. Let the river of love just flow, let the river of gratitude just flow. Thank your feet, thank you toes, thank you soles of the feet, thank you bones, veins, blood cells, muscles, tissues. Thank you ankles, calf muscles, shins, thank you knees. You name it, you thank it. The deeper your knowledge of science and biology and anatomy, the deeper you can go with your gratitude and your thanksgiving and naming it and thanking it for what it does for the whole entire body to move. And we thank and we're grateful for it all. The good and the bad, the good and the dis-ease, whatever it is in our body that we may consider a dis-ease, we're grateful for that too in this moment in time. And we just let it be a teacher, let it be a lesson. Take the arms out and all the way up. Palms together. Exhale. Let the gratitude just continue to wash over you. Thankful for your eyes, your skin tone, your skin blemishes, skin complexion, your hair texture, your hair tone, whatever it is. Just separate all that other social, cultural, political stuff, and we're just grateful for it as it is, for its purpose that it serves in our life today. Our heart, our organs, our arms, our hands, fingers, just gratitude. Gratitude is the ultimate attitude adjuster. Gratitude is the ultimate energy adjustment. So let's move into our day with gratitude. Whatever it is we have to do now, whether we're going to relax or we're going to work, whether we're going to battle or whether we're going on vacation. We move into it with a sense of gratitude that gives us clarity of focus. Thank you for allowing me to guide us through our practice today. Thank you for showing up on your mat. Thank you for showing up to Yoga Lucia's Movements class and space. Thank you for honoring your body. Thank you for listening. Thank you for letting the knowledge burn to ashes, the reactions. All phases of reactions, past, present, and future. Let's always be mindful of our thoughts in the way that we think about ourselves, as well as those around us. Let it be with love and kindness. Let's always be mindful of our speech in the way that we think, in the way that we speak to ourselves, as well as those around us. Let it be with love and kindness. And let us be mindful of our actions in the way that we treat ourselves, as well as those around us. Let it be with love and kindness. As we go our separate ways, let no hurt, harm, or danger come to any one of us or anyone around us. Thank you and namaste. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Enjoy all that there is to experience in the weekend. The weather is kind of nice outside. If you would like to make a donation, please feel free to do so at Venmo and or Cash App. I have it on the Instagram page, but for Facebook, it's Venmo is at EAWIII. Cash App is $EAWIII. It's by donation. We appreciate you being here. We appreciate you continuing to support the studio in all the ways that you support the studio with your presence. So, thanks very much. If you have any questions, any concerns, any comments, anything, please feel free to reach out to me via my direct messaging. I did figure out how to pin it. Got it. All right. Pins on you. So let's have a wonderful day. Thank you, everybody. Perfect. What a wonderful way to